It's February 12th, 2025, and welcome back to the Deep Dive for our Today in Tesla segment.
Diving into some recent developments.
Okay, let's unpack this armored Tesla deal.
The U.S. State Department has allocated $400 million for armored Teslas in its 2025 budget.
$400 million. What does that get them?
This is part of a larger budget of $530 million dedicated to armored.
Interesting. And where did you find this?
From the State Department's budget proposal for 2025. And there's an interesting detail here. The contract is listed under a code typically used for food manufacture.
Food manufacture, that's a head-scratcher. Is this about the Cybertruck?
There is speculation that the contract could involve the Cybertruck. However, some analysts have voiced concerns about the Cybertruck's actual durability.
So we got a big contract, a mysterious code, and questions about the Cybertruck's toughness.
This deal was approved under the Biden administration. It's uncertain what kind of scrutiny it might face under the returning Trump administration.
Especially considering Elon Musk's involvement with the Department of Government Efficiency.
Yes, Musk's role in the Department of Government Efficiency, often referred to as DOE, is drawing attention.
Some critics have pointed out that Tesla and SpaceX have already received over $230 million in government funding this year.
The New York Times reported that 11 federal agencies are currently investigating Musk's companies. These investigations cover various aspects of the companies, including labor practices, financial dealings, and adherence to regulations.
And Trump previously dismissed some ethics officials.
Yes, and this has led to concerns regarding oversight of government activity.
So Musk is involved with government efficiency, might have access to federal payment systems, and even intervenes in agencies like the National Labor Relations Board.
Musk's close ties to Trump are definitely causing a stir, especially in Silicon Valley.
It does seem like a shift is happening in the world of tech and politics.
Some billionaires in the tech industry are aligning with the Trump administration, while those who previously donated to Democratic candidates are staying relatively quiet.
Let's switch gears and talk about Tesla's stock performance. They've had a rough year, haven't they?
Tesla's stock is down 13.4% since the start of the year and 27% from its peak in December. This drop translates to almost $90 billion erased from Elon Musk's net.
Wow, that's a significant drop. What factors have contributed to this decline?
Several factors are at play. Sales figures have been disappointing. The Cybertruck has received a lukewarm reception from the public, and competition from Chinese automaker BYD is intense.
What's BYD doing that's putting pressure on Tesla?
BYD has introduced a free autonomous driving feature for its vehicles.
Okay, so Tesla's stock is taking a hit. But what about Musk's other ventures?
SpaceX currently holds a valuation of $350 billion, and Musk's AI startup xAI recently secured $6 billion in funding.
So it sounds like his ventures outside of Tesla are performing well.
Yes, but some analysts are concerned that Musk's attention is divided across Tesla, SpaceX, and his political activities. They worry this could negatively impact Tesla.
Now let's talk about the growing public sentiment towards Tesla. There seems to be a backlash brewing.
Calls for boycotts against Tesla are gaining traction.
What's motivating this backlash?
Slate published an article urging consumers to boycott Tesla. The article cites Musk's political views and involvement in various controversies as reasons for the boycott.
Has this call for boycotts had any tangible effects?
Sales have decreased in certain markets, notably California and Europe.
And what about Canada?
In Canada, activists are pressuring shopping malls to remove Tesla stores from their premises. The mayor of Vaughan, Ontario, removed Tesla from an EV rebate program after the company increased vehicle prices.
So the backlash is widening its reach.
And it's escalating. In Northern California, Tesla owners have reported receiving threats from an organization identifying itself as Students Against Nazi Extremism, or SANE.
What are they demanding from Tesla owners?
SANE is demanding that owners sell their Tesla vehicles by February 12th or face potential vandalism.
Are authorities taking these threats seriously?
Law enforcement agencies in various cities are increasing patrols around Tesla dealerships. It's worth noting that the legitimacy of SANE remains unclear at this time.
And what about other regions? Is this backlash limited to North America?
In China, Tesla has pursued legal action against individuals who have publicly criticized the company. This includes both customers and journalists.
Wow, that's interesting. Have they been successful in these lawsuits?
Tesla has emerged victorious in nearly 90% of the defamation cases it has brought before Chinese courts.
What factors have contributed to their success in these legal battles?
Tesla has strong ties to Premier Li Qiang. These connections appear to have provided a degree of protection from regulatory scrutiny, potentially influencing court decisions.
So Tesla is leveraging its influence to silence criticism. What implications could this have?
Journalists in China are reportedly facing pressure to avoid publishing negative coverage of Tesla. This raises concerns about transparency and the extent of corporate influence within China's legal system.
Tesla's strong position in China seems to be coming at a cost to their global reputation. Now let's shift focus and discuss Tesla's self-driving technology, which has been subject to intense scrutiny.
A video recently went viral showing a Cybertruck in full self-driving mode veering into oncoming traffic.
Was anyone injured in this incident?
The driver was able to intervene and prevent a collision.
That must have been a close call.
The incident has fueled concerns about the safety of Tesla's self-driving software.
Isn't the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, investigating Tesla's self-driving technology?
Yes, the NHTSA is currently investigating multiple accidents involving Tesla vehicles that were using the full self-driving system. Despite these investigations, Musk is moving forward with plans to release an unsupervised version of full self-driving later this year.
What exactly does unsupervised mean in this context?
Unsupervised implies that the system would be able to function without any human intervention.
Considering the current concerns surrounding self-driving technology, is it wise to release an unsupervised version?
Many experts believe it's premature. They argue that the technology isn't sufficiently advanced for safe operation without human oversight.
Let's delve into the rivalry between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. It seems to be heating up.
Musk recently offered $97 billion to buy back OpenAI, a company he co-founded but later left.
Did Altman accept the offer?
Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, declined Musk's offer. OpenAI is currently seeking a valuation of $300 billion.
So this rivalry extends beyond just a business disagreement.
Musk and Altman hold contrasting viewpoints on the future of AI and its governance. Their competition for influence is playing out in Washington, D.C.'s AI policy arena.
Can you elaborate on their respective stances on AI policy?
The Trump administration has given its backing to Altman's $500 billion AI infrastructure project known as Stargate. This project aims to establish a nationwide network of supercomputers dedicated to AI research. In contrast, Musk is utilizing his position within DOJ to advocate for specific AI regulations.
So we have two tech giants vying for control over the future of AI. Now let's take a look at the financial markets. They seem to be reacting to recent events.
The release of a consumer price index report, which revealed higher than expected inflation, caused a stir in the U.S. stock market.
What was the market's response to this report?
The S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and NASDAQ all experienced decline.
Which sectors were hit the hardest?
Technology stocks suffered particularly significant losses. Sectors that are sensitive to interest rates tend to be more susceptible to fluctuations caused by inflation.
And why is that?
Rising inflation raises concerns about potential delays in interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve. This uncertainty makes investors uneasy.
So inflation continues to be a major concern. What's the prognosis for the market?
It's difficult to provide a definitive forecast. Inflation persists as a challenge, and the Federal Reserve faces a delicate balancing act between controlling inflation and fostering economic growth.
A tricky situation indeed. Let's pivot back to Tesla and explore their manufacturing operation.
Despite the various challenges we've discussed, Tesla remains a significant player in the AI-driven transformation of the manufacturing sector.
There's still optimism surrounding Tesla's future then.
Adam Jonas, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, remains optimistic about Tesla's prospect. He cites their advancements in automation, robotics, and the integration of AI in industrial production as reasons for his optimism.
So Tesla could potentially emerge as a frontrunner in the next era of manufacturing.
That's the hope. If Tesla can effectively leverage AI to reduce production costs and enhance efficiency, it could help them weather the current storm.
It's fascinating to see how Tesla is navigating these turbulent times. On one hand, they are facing public scrutiny and pressure, and on the other, they are spearheading a technological revolution that could reshape the global economy.
It's a compelling narrative that's unfolding right before our eyes. Only time will tell what the ultimate outcome will be.
It certainly is. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we?
We've explored government contracts, stock market fluctuations, consumer backlashes, legal battles, self-driving technology, and the AI rivalry between Elon Musk and Sam Altman.
We've delved into the complexities of Tesla's world, examining their potential, as well as the significant obstacles they face. And we've strived to present this information in a neutral and objective manner, allowing you to draw your own conclusion.
Informed listeners are empowered listeners. We hope this deep dive has equipped you with a better understanding of the dynamic and ever-evolving landscapes surrounding Tesla. It's a multifaceted story.
Absolutely. Let's go back to the financial markets for a moment. The hotter-than-expected CPI report really shook things up.
The report revealed that inflation is more persistent than anticipated.
And as a result, the S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and NASDAQ all experienced declines.
Technology stocks, being particularly sensitive to interest rates, were among the hardest hit.
This raises an important question. If Tesla is facing all this pressure, could it actually push them to accelerate the adoption of AI in their manufacturing processes.
That's an interesting point. Increased automation could potentially help them navigate these challenges.
Right. By reducing their reliance on human labor and increasing efficiency, they might be able to mitigate some of the risks they're facing.
It's certainly a possibility worth considering.
Now let's circle back to the AI rivalry between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. It's a real clash of the titans.
Musk's offer to buy back OpenAI for $97 billion was rejected by Altman, who is aiming for a $300 billion value.
So this is more than just a financial disagreement. It seems like a battle for control over the future of AI.
Altman has emphasized OpenAI's commitment to responsible AI development, while Musk has expressed concerns about the potential dangers of unchecked AI advancement.
And their contrasting viewpoints are reflected in their approaches to AI policy in Washington.
The Trump administration has thrown its support behind Altman's $500 billion Stargate project, which aims to create a nationwide network of supercomputers dedicated to AI research.
While Musk, through his position in the Department of Government Efficiency, is pushing for a different set of regulations.
It's a fascinating power struggle that will have significant implications for the development and deployment of AI.
Speaking of AI, let's revisit Tesla's self-driving technology, which has been in the spotlight lately.
The recent viral video of a Cybertruck in full self-driving mode veering into oncoming traffic has intensified scrutiny of the technology's safety.
The NHTSA is currently investigating multiple crashes involving Tesla vehicles using the full self-driving system.
Despite these investigations, Musk has announced plans to release an unsupervised version of full self-driving later this year.
Meaning the system would operate without any human intervention.
Precisely. And this has raised concerns among many experts who believe the technology is not yet mature enough for such a level of autonomy.
It seems like a bold move, given the current safety concerns.
Musk has always been known for pushing the boundaries of technology, but it remains to be seen whether this gamble will pay off.
Now let's delve deeper into the consumer backlash against Tesla. It seems to be gaining momentum.
The Slate article calling for a boycott of Tesla has sparked a wave of negative sentiment.
What are the key drivers of this backlash?
Musk's political views and controversial statements have alienated some consumers. Others are concerned about Tesla's labor practices, environmental impact, and customer service record.
It seems like a confluence of factors is contributing to this growing discontent.
And it's already having a tangible impact on Tesla's sales.
We've seen sales decline in key markets like California and Europe.
In Canada, activists are pressuring malls to evict Tesla stores, and the mayor of Vaughan has removed Tesla from an EV rebate program after the company raised prices.
Even Toronto has excluded Tesla from its zero-emission grant program for taxis.
It seems like Tesla is facing a growing wave of opposition from both consumers and government entities.
Now let's turn our attention back to Tesla's manufacturing operation. Despite the challenges, they remain a force to be reckoned with in the world of AI-driven manufacturing.
Morgan Stanley analyst Ad Jonas remains bullish on Tesla's future, citing their advancements in automation, robotics, and AI integration as key drivers of their potential.
So they could potentially become a leader in the next generation of manufacturing.
That's the belief. Tesla's ability to leverage AI to reduce production costs and enhance efficiency could give them a significant competitive advantage.
It's fascinating how Tesla is simultaneously grappling with public scrutiny and spearheading a technological revolution that could transform the global economy.
It's a testament to their innovative spirit and their willingness to push the boundaries of what's possible. It will be interesting to see how they navigate these challenges and emerge from this period of turbulence.
Absolutely. It's a story that will continue to unfold in the coming months and years. Now, before we move on, let's recap some of the key points we've discussed so far.
We've delved into the intricacies of Tesla's world, exploring their government contracts, stock market performance, and the consumer backlash.
We've also examined the intensifying rivalry between Elon Musk and Sam Altman, the safety concerns surrounding Tesla's self-driving technology, and their push to be at the forefront of AI-driven manufacturing.
It's been a comprehensive look at the multifaceted challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for Tesla.
And as always, we've endeavored to present this information objectively, allowing you to form your own conclusions based on the facts.
Informed listeners are empowered listeners.
Now let's turn our attention to the financial markets, which have been experiencing some volatility.
The release of the hotter-than-expected CPI report sent shockwaves through the market. The release of the hotter-than-expected CPI report sent shockwaves through the market.
The S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and NASDAQ all reacted negatively to the news.
Technology stocks, being particularly sensitive to interest rate fluctuations, suffered significant losses.
This raises the question, what's the outlook for the market going forward?
It's difficult to say for certain. Inflation remains a concern, and the Federal Reserve's actions will play a crucial role in shaping the market's trajectory.
It's a delicate balancing act between controlling inflation and supporting economic growth.
Indeed. And the outcome of this balancing act will have a significant impact on investors and the overall economy.
We will continue to monitor the situation closely and keep our listeners informed of any major developments.
Absolutely. It's a dynamic and ever-changing landscape, and staying informed is crucial for navigating these turbulent times.
Now let's shift our focus back to Tesla and their efforts to lead the charge in AI-driven manufacturing.
Despite the challenges they're facing, Tesla remains a pioneer in this field.
Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas remains optimistic about Tesla's prospects.
He believes that their advancements in automation, robotics, and AI integration will give them a significant competitive advantage in the long run.
It's an exciting prospect to see how Tesla will leverage these technologies to reshape the manufacturing landscape.
It's a testament to their commitment to innovation and their ability to push the boundary of what's possible.
It's a story that we'll continue to follow with great interest.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Today and Tesla, it's clear that the company is at a crossroads.
They're facing challenges on multiple fronts, from consumer backlashes to regulatory scrutiny and intense competition.
But they're also pushing the boundaries of innovation, leading the charge in AI-driven manufacturing and self-driving technology.
It's a company that never fails to generate headlines and spark debate.
And we'll be here to cover it all, providing you with the insights you need to stay informed.
Thanks for joining us for Today in Tesla. We'll see you tomorrow.